So this is a video I wanted to make for a while. On this paintball channel, I've really never made a dedicated video to paintballs. And the other day I was like, cruising Instagram as you do, and saw that the local paintball store, Sac Paintball, actually got some new paintballs in from First Strike. So we're gonna go over there right now, buy 2 cases of that, and get ready to play paintball tomorrow with it. My phone just slid off my lap. So we're gonna play paintball with it tomorrow on Saturday. And I don't know, just try it out and say my thoughts on the new First Strike paintballs. So, to the paintball store. First Strike paintballs. So this is level 1. And I really like about this First Strike box, as well as that Empire box over there. Oh. Trying to maneuver it. They put these little charts on the side, so it's cool. You got accuracy at 7, consistency at an 8, a fill thickness at a 7, shell thickness at an 8. So this is their higher end one. And then over on the other side here, we've got level 2. And let's see that chart. There we go. So we got accuracy of an 8, consistency of a 9, fill thickness 8, and a shell thickness of a 9. So we got some high-end stuff right here, and some mid-grade stuff. Not that mid-grade. Mid-grade. Okay, so we are gonna go with these 2 First Strike paintballs. So we're gonna do that Gorilla level 1, and then we got the Warhwak in level 2, and they're definitely different. So since Corey is here, and he actually sells this stuff, what do you think about this? Do you notice, or do you think this level 1 is better than the 2, or how has this worked so far since you guys had it? I think it's been here, maybe this stuff's only been out like a week and a half or 2 weeks, so it's possible that you guys haven't even sold a lot, right? Maybe, I don't even know.
I've sold a little bit of it. The Gorilla I actually really like. It's a really good recreational grade paint. It seemed to be nice and consistently round. The sizing was all pretty on point. It wasn't all over the place.
So it's rec grade. How much is this?
This one is $42.95 a case.
Okay.
And then the Warhwak, I actually used some of that this last weekend. I really liked it. I noticed it was quite a bit more brittle than the Gorilla. Same thing with the shape and size though. It was very consistent, very round. I didn't have any oblong or crazy shaped ones. All around, it shot pretty well.
Cool. So we're gonna go. Yeah, we're doing those 2. Give me a price, and then we'll. I gotta get my wallet out and I'll pay this guy. Guys, here we are at Capital Edge Paintball Park. We're ready to shoot these paintballs. Okay, so we have that Warhwak right there, and that Gorilla. That Gorilla is going to be the cheaper stuff. Let's just take a look at it. It overall looks pretty good, so I sized this stuff a little bit earlier. Pretty much all sizes out to be a 687. You can look at that stuff. It's pretty round. No real problems. Pretty good for like a $40 paintball. And we have the Warhwak. This stuff's going to look a little bit better. You can see that cool, like, neat metallic shell. I don't know if either one's more round. This might be a little bit nicer, but I don't know. They're both pretty comparable roundness. Yep. So we're gonna step back. I'm gonna throw some at this spool right here. We're gonna see how brittle it is. So there is the fill on that Gorilla. Definitely a little bit brighter, I think, and a little bit thicker than that Warhwak fill. The Warhwak fill definitely not as green. Definitely a little bit more runny. So the runniness actually might make it mark a little bit better. All right, we're all set up. We're gonna use the Virtue Ace, that Bunker King control, have the HK Army Aerolite 2 tank. We're gonna start with the cheap stuff. So we're gonna use that Gorilla and then switch over to the higher end stuff, the Warhwak. So we're just gonna shoot at that pole right there and just, I don't know, just compare the 2. So this is the cheap stuff, the Gorilla. All right, Warhwak. Warhwak. Yeah, it might be a little better. So it's Tuesday, a couple days back from the paintball field, and really on Saturday this past weekend played a lot of paintball, ended up using the Virtue Ace for most of the day, but also used that Planet Eclipse EMEC. Shot a ton of the Warhwak, almost 3 bags of the Warhwak, and then shot about a half a case of the Gorilla. I wasn't like trying to use more Warhwak, it just, I don't know, at the end of the day ended up looking at what I had left and just shot more Warhwak. But really, both of them shot really well. I'm always kind of skeptical about new paint, especially from new companies. Like First Strike really don't make really round ball. They're only making those First Strike rounds. So I was a little bit skeptical of this stuff. But both of the Gorilla and the Warhwak shot very, very well. The Gorilla, because it's a lower end ball, I thought was going to be a little less accurate. But when you look at it and compare it to the Warhwak, I mean, both of them shoot very, very well and are both very accurate. I mean, the Warhwak might be like 10% more accurate or something like that, but it's very minuscule. Both of them were super round, so they both bored out to be a 687. Fit very well inside the Freak XL, which I was using on that Ace, and then also worked really well in a 691 on the EMEC when I was using the Field 1 Aculock barrel. The fill on them is a little bit different as well. So you can see on that Gorilla ball, the fill's definitely a lot more like brighter, and you can definitely see that like green pigment, like I don't know, it's just like more green looking. So it can like show up from like a further distance. The fill's also a lot thicker on that Gorilla, which means it might be a little bit harder to wipe. But due to that like thicker fill, when it tends to break, it doesn't like spread out as much. So with the higher end stuff, that Warhwak, the fill's a little bit lighter. So it spreads a little bit better when it marks. I mean, we're typically seeing that on a lot of the higher end stuff. So the fill looks a little bit more watery, but that's actually kind of a better thing. Weirdly though, on the Warhwak, it has that more pale yellow color fill, which I don't like. I think I like that like brighter style fill that's on that Gorilla stuff. And at Sac Paintball, they're selling this stuff for about $40 for that Gorilla stuff, which is, you know, a fair price. I mean, we're seeing like the 1-star sell for that. You can get heat for that price. And then the Warhwak is $60, so it's more in that like 3-star or like Formula 13 price. And that's also fair. I mean, I think that maybe it's a little bit better than the Formula 13 or the 3-star that I've shot recently, but I don't know, both of them fit fairly in that like $40 and $60 price range. So next time you have an opportunity, I don't know, try some First Strike round ball paintballs.